Shalom, one of souls, begin no praise to How, Bashem Yahshua, Bashem Kakudash, the beloved is supposed so great, most and honors you brothers doing the work, the most on truth and in sincerity. Yahweh's raw name, of whom the world ignorantly calls God, Jehovah or Yahweh, his raw name is Yahweh, and his son's true name is Yahweh Shai, and when we pray, Yahweh, Bashem Yahshua, Ba meaning in, Ha meaning than, Sham meaning names, Yahweh, the name of your Yahweh Shai. This is on the Sudan conflict, and how it's basically apparently looking just like another proxy war between Russia and America, right? But on this, and once again, we've got another common theme of a biolab, right, in the midst, right? This is from CNN, who warns of biological risk after Sudan fighters seize lab as violence mars U.S. brokered ceasefire. Now, as we see here, right, in February 16, 2023, Biden admin sends $288 million in humanitarian aid to Sudan. So if this is a country that needs $288 million of aid, right, which, to us, 288 million is a lot of money, but, in terms of government, that's still kind of, chump change, if you will, right? Why the hell have they got a biolab? Right, a lot of people have been asking this same question. Why the hell has Sudan got a biolab? It's the same thing that was with Ukraine. Ukraine also had a biolab, right? But I'm just gonna read this. Which got this individual called it Cliff Notes. Right, if I remember correctly, that was just a website you could go to like summarize books. Right, so it's Sudan Cliff Notes. Right, August 24th, 2022, U.S. Ambassador appointed to Sudan. Right, after 25 years. In September the next month, U.S. Ambassador warned Sudan against finalizing Russian naval base deal. Right, November 11, 2022, Blinken urges Sudan to consider U.S. support for the rapid formation of a civilian-led transitional government. December 5th, UN brokers framework agreement between Sudan's military leaders and leading pro-democracy parties. December 7th, Blinken threatens travel ban for Sudanese who endanger framework agreement deal. So basically, these guys just going around bullying everyone, which, we've got that in one of the presets that we have, right? This man just goes around bullying everyone to basically behave in the way that they want to behave, right? Because even now, even as I'm saying this, I won't say this I'm saying as a man, right? When, say, Russia was speaking about Ukraine's biolabs, right, that was immediately like, hushed, if you will. People like, no, you can't talk about that, it doesn't exist, yada, 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 yada. Right, so is this the same thing in reverse? Is this now the Americans going, oh, these are Russian biolabs? We'll see. We'll find out. Like I said, I'm speaking as a man, right? But once again, it's just like, you want, why was there a biolab in Sudan, right? But carrying on. So we said, February 12th, Sudan confirms the deal, right, for Russian naval base key players Lavrov and Boran, right? This is February the 12th, right? And then you just fast forward, February 16th, so 4 days later, Biden admin sends $288 million. And then March 9th, Victoria, the demon Newland, is a picture of her somewhere. I mean, that's a demon right there. That's a demon, right? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. In this day and age, I mean, this is an old hag, but if this was like a slightly younger hag, I would say, what is this, a dude or something, man? Right? So, and this is it. Like Victoria Newland, right, was if I'm not mistaken, she was around in 2014 when Ukraine was being destabilized, right? So these are demons that we're working with, straight up just warmongers, right? This is April 8th, this year, right? So a few days ago. This conflict escalates between Sudanese armed forces under General Boran and paramilitary group RSF under Dagalo, right? April 22nd, U.S. evacuates Sudan, right? And I'm not gonna play this, but Lords will remember to add it in the description, bro. But description, where this man basically summarizes, the similar things here. But once again, just really bringing out the fact that this is just a bloody proxy war that we're seeing, right? So in the precepts, it says this, ones that we know, ones that we're common with, right? But we're so common with them because this is just how this Edomite is, right? Just going around, just putting his military here, there, and everywhere. It's Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desires hell, and is his death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and all people, and heapeth unto him all people. Right? And the main points there was this guy neither keeps at home. Right? Whether it be the Russians or whether it be the American Edomite, right? They're both in a country that's not theirs. Okay. Both of them just going around, what more so the American Edomite, right? But both of them just going around just setting up bases here and there, right? It says who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death. Like once again, why the hell is why what is why are there any biolabs? Period, right? Because this man's a devil and he wants these things to go out, right? So if there's now a new new strain of a new disease, right? They can just say, oh, this was what leaked out from Sudan. Okay. Nehemiah 2 and 2, and they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. I'll start from one. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When you look at this timeline, right, you can see that this was evil, man. Right, these guys are just like plotting, to just be like, oh, that my competitor has is gonna get one up over me, so let me go in there with my deal, right, get up one up over him. Right, it says then when the morning is light they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And what does it say? Job 9:24, that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right, so Lord is the one that has granted this man the power over the earth to go around and do all of these things that he's doing. Okay. So there was a point I was gonna say. Slack, one sec. Yeah, Blinken threatens travel ban. I mean, and that's it because they got the power to do so, right? Imagine, Robert Mugabe. He's dead now, but imagine if Robert Mugabe was threatening a sovereign individual, right? It's a sovereign head of state from another country to go into another country, right? People would have laughed him off, right? But why are these devils able to do it? Because the Lord has given them the power to do it. Okay. And it's Jeremiah 50:23, right? It says, how is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? And this is it right now. Esau holds that position of the hammer of the earth, right? And that's one of the reasons why ultimately these different heathen nations are going to be happy when he's cut down, right? As well, I'm about to get in Isaiah the 14th chapter, right? But this is the thing. It's like, how is he cut down? Because he is going to get cut down. Right now, he boasts of his military strength. There's going to come a time when that military ain't going to mean anything anymore. Slakia. It says, how has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right. So basically, how's it broken down? Right. And just to end on this, right? Yeah, I'll start from 4, Isaiah 14 and 4, because ultimately this is his latter end, right? This is Esau's latter end, right? Right now we're living through these things, him going around and causing a muck, right? But then slowly but surely, right? Esau's power is being stripped away from him until eventually in the kingdom he's gonna have no power, and that's what we look forward to, right? Because the manner in which this man is just going around the world needs to stop. Right, he needs to be stopped, and he will be stopped, right? Because he's going around destroying the world. That recently came out. He's sending over depleted, the British Edomite, right, sending over depleted uranium shells, right, to the Ukraine. Right, and what do you think is gonna happen there? Right, the land is gonna get polluted. Right, the people, the soldiers that are shooting them are gonna get polluted. Right, they're gonna start getting all cancers and shit. Right, but this is the devil that we're dealing with. Right, it says Isaiah 14, 4 and 4. It says, "Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased." Right, and what this man is doing all around the world is oppressing nations, man. Once again, gave the example. Blinken threatens travel ban, right, for Sudanese who endanger framework agreement deal, right? Blinken urges, right, which urge, urge, we already know what that urge is, right? That urge is a threat, right? Now, when a gangster comes up to you, you be like, "Look, man, I'm trying to leave the gang," right? And the gangster will, will say to you, "Look, man, I urge you to reconsider." Right? He ain't urging you. He's saying, "Look, you leave, I'ma kill you." Okay? And that's what America is, right? The oppressor. Right, verse 5 says, Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with continual stroke. He that ruled the nations in anger is persecuted and unhindered. Right, so once again, we're going to transition from this thing of Esau, right, being, the hammer of the earth, being the oppressor, right, going from, just bullying everyone to being the one that is bullied, right? No one's going to stop because actually he's done so much wickedness throughout the ages, right? That people are gonna be what's the word I'm looking for? People are gonna be happy that he's being done away with. Okay, right? That he's been taken out of that rulership seat. And verse 7, right? It says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. Right? So a time of rest and time of peace in the earth is coming, right? You can read Isaiah the second chapter, right, about how there's going to be no more war, right? No more, which we understand there's no such thing as innocent, right? But no more, worth blood being shed for no good bloody reason, man. Once again, you look at what's happening over there in the Ukraine. You're just seeing, just pointless death. Right. Once again, we know in that's the flesh speaking, but we understand it spiritually, right? Job 4:7, whoever perished being innocent, right? But we understand the Lord is coming to bring great death into this world, right? But in the kingdom, there ain't gonna be no need for just weapons that kill 100,000 people in one go. There ain't gonna be no need for that, right? So the earth is gonna be at rest in the kingdom, but here, this is the place of death, man, right? Led by the man of death. As was always Lord's will that was edifying. Till next time we say shalom.